Now we move on to the big boys, baby. AXQ Flatland competition. This a qualifier for Summer X in Philadelphia. You win this one, you're going to the big show. And phathumma Krisada from Thailand, 22 years old, ready to represent.
You can see these guys can really get it on. High-speed action all over the bike. You can barely keep up with the switching and the maneuvers they do. Changing the spinning position. Posting on the front wheel. All the way around the front wheel. At the back wheel upside down. Two switches already seen. Jump to the front wheel, that's okay. Won't count off too much. Judges definitely weigh mistakes depending on how difficult the trick they're trying is. Touchdown on an easy trick is going to be more.
Steve, give me Flatland explain.
Top 10 competitors in the final. We take the best of two 90-second runs on a 100-point scale. And here's one of the big guns today, York Uno out of Japan.
His mom calls him Yosuke, his friends call him York.
This guy's one of the toughest competitors out there. Such hard maneuvers. Always trying the hardest stuff he knows in competition. Sometimes it helps him out, sometimes it hurts him. Easy to make a mistake when you're doing the hardest tricks in the book.
And he's riding brakeless as well.
Absolutely. Staying on the front wheel, high speed in a circle. Nails it. Nobody can believe this guy's riding. Look at that switch. Bar spin with a giant jump over onto the other side of the wheel. Three switches right there.
Wowie, 92.25 points, enough for fourth place for Uno. Mohammed Rahman from Malaysia, qualified sixth for this event.
The guys have been riding so hard over the past year, catching up to a lot of the Japanese and other competitors, and they're doing a great job of it. Really in contention this year for a medal.
The Malaysians looking so strong here in Flatland, and the K-line getting so behind them.
He just pulled off a giant maneuver, the 360 bar flip, nailing it. Again up on the front wheel, nice switch there with his leg over the bars, making another maneuver to get out of it. To finish up after the buzzer, you're allowed to finish your last maneuver, and he's going to nail this huge run.
The crowd digging it, represent Malaysia out here. Mohammed Rahman, 88 points even, enough for second place. Korea.
Making it into the finals, very difficult to win his first ever Asian X Games.
Mayehata.
Another high-speed Japanese competitor finishing in 8th place. Lots of difficult moves here in the finals.
Exciting thing from Chinese Taipei.
Incredible maneuvers from this young Asian competitor.
Tanaka from Japan. He qualified third.
One of many big guns out of Japan. This guy's got a huge bag of tricks. Lots of competition experience. Very important. You get out there in front of the crowd, the nerves really play havoc with you. Nailing his first move. Check this out on the back wheel. Coming out of another move. 3 switches right there. Incredible move. Going huge with the judges. Really high speed. Stomping at the final run. 3 switches so far. Coming up pretty quick.
He can't stop.
Once you get a nice lead,
For third place with 93.75 points. Rock solid run. And Takeshi Ito, he qualified fourth out of Japan, 26 years old.
watching him ride though in practice and in qualifying, probably has the most difficult moves in the competition today, but there's a big question if you can pull them off during your run. Switching his rotation and roll right there, you can see changing the amplitude of his run. wheel and up and over. Takachi, a little bit slower riding style than some of the other competitors, but that's okay. Judge is not going to take off for that necessarily.
No, he's super clean.
Absolutely nice, smooth. Multiple switches right there on the front wheel. Yeah! The closer they stick those switches together, the more difficult it is to actually pull off. The judge is definitely taking note of that. He did 3 or 4 right there, back to back to back, with no stall in between. Front wheel up and over with another big switch, jumping all the way over the bike with his bars behind him. Very difficult to balance in that position. Cross-footed, they're switching his foot again. Little dab down, won't take off too much though.
And one of my favorite things about Flatland is everybody has their own individual style. There's no, you just can't copy somebody else no matter how hard you try.
That's part of it. You don't want to bite somebody's moves off directly. You might take their move and put your own variation to it, but nobody wants to steal each other's moves. Part of the fun of the sport, coming up with your own original style and ideas. Takachi with a huge run. He's got to be psyched with that move.
Takashi Ito, 95 1/4. That is enough for first place and Asian X gold. But Ryoji Yamamoto from Japan, he's the #1 qualifier, says, I got one last chance to take it away, get that gold medal and that invite to Summer X.
We take the highest of their 2 runs, so these runs don't average together. It's different from the other competitions in Park and in Perk. We average the 2 runs together. So if they mess up a little bit in their first run, they can come back and throw down a second run and still take it. Or if they have a great first run, they can try some of the hardest tricks they know in their second run. So a little bit of strategy playing in the Flatland finals. Going for a no-handed foot bar flip there, couldn't quite land it. Nice, smooth on the front wheel. Backpacker position, coasting on the front wheel. Nice switch. In front of the bike, making that one stick. All the other Japanese competitors there looking on. Last trick coming in for Ryoji. Again, they can finish up their last maneuver. There's the no-handed foot flip. He messed up on that early in his run, pulling it in the final link. Going for one fast kick.